Hello and welcome to Dwire Field for your annual Grimes Bowl. We're going to be kicking things off with a 6th grade matchup between the Mason Comets and the Monroe Hornets. But before we get started, we just wanted to take the time to do some quick player introductions. So just your name and your position.
Hi, my name's Bryant Lee, and I'm a quarterback.
Cool. And you can head up.
My name is Malik Hassan.
And what's your position?
Lineman. Hello.
What is your name and your position?
My name is Slade, and I play wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Just your name and your position.
Okay, Steven, and I play offensive and defensive line. What was that?
Just your name and your position.
Gavin Stromberg, and middle linebacker.
Dylan Depew, and I play wide receiver.
My name is Jacob Van, and I play defensive line.
Just your name and your position.
My name is Aaron Phelan, and I play wide receiver and corner.
Just your name and your position.
My name's Nick Hutton, and I am slot receiver.
Just name and position.
Jacob Hitchcock and middle linebacker.
My name's Elijah Mulcahy, and I want to give a huge shout out to my family that came to my game today.
Just your name and position or a shout out if you want.
My name is Maddox Monroe, and I play quarterback.
Cool. All right. Just your name and position or if you want to give a shout out.
My name is Jason Tolee, and my position is guard and tackle on offense.
Just your name and position or if you want to give a shout out.
My name is Owen Funk, and I play wide receiver and corner.
Cool. Just name and position or if you want to give a quick shout out.
Braden Wagner, outside linebacker.
Waylon Taylor, and I play outside linebacker and tailback.
Just your name and position.
Tyler, and I'm corner.
You're just saying your name and position.
Samuel Conklin, I play on defensive line.
Just your name and position.
My name is Brian Alexander, and my position is wide receiver.
What's up? You're just telling us your name and position.
Robbie Merriweather, and I play wide receiver and free safety.
Just your name and position.
My name is Justin Deworth, and I play defensive end. My name's Darren Riley, and I play defensive end.
Hi, my name's Austin. I'm 54, and I play interior line.
I'm Dylan Miller, and my position is safety.
I'm Joshua Olson, and I play guard.
My name is Justin Dew, and I play right guard.
Hi, I'm Anthony Simon. I play D tackle, and I'm 89.
Hi, my name is Julia Sanders. I am the second string center, and I'm a guard.
My name's Elise, and I love cheer. Go Comets. Hi, my name is Scarlett, and I love doing cheer.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I love cats.
Hi, my name is Erica, and I like kittens.
Hi, my name's Anna, and I like to cheer.
Hi, my name is Shaya, and I cheer for Mason Comets.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I'm a 5th grade Mason Comets cheerleader.
Hi, my name is Dawson, and I like cheering for Mason Comets.
Hi, my name is Alea, and I'm a Mason cheerleader.
Trevor, number 54, defensive tackle. Go LGL 64.
My name is Juan Bates. I'm tight end, number 85. Go LGL 64.
My name is Faisal. I'm number 9, and my position is DN. Go long green line 64.
I'm Dominic Pialka. I play running back LGL 64.
My name is Keegan Hershey. I'm number 2. I'm a wide receiver, LGL 64.
What's up? I'm Caden Shears, number 6. I play quarterback, LGL 64.
I'm Frankie, and I play linebacker in LGL 64.
My name's DJ Hill, LGL, long green line in the back. What's up, y'all?
My name is Jacob Morrison. I play Z and LGL 64. I'm Landon Deerwester. I play DB and I like football.
My name is Ryan Monahan, and I play fullback. Go long green line 64.
I'm Grant Jackson. I play center, LGL 64.
My name is Dallas Washington. I play tailback. Go LGL 64.
Hi, my name is Cash. I'm quarterback. Go LGL 64.
Tommy Sparling, LGL 64.
Jack Williams, guard, LGL 64.
Bryce Thomas, tackle, LGL 64.
Ryland Hagan, tackle, LGL 64.
I'm Owen McNew, and I play tight end.
All right, and we're here for Grimes Bowl action, 6th grade here. Monroe Hornets starting out with the football. It's going to be Rush on that left side, and he's going to be tackled for basically no gain right there. Great defensive push right there from your Comets there on the defensive line, getting that initial push and not allowing that running back to get anywhere. We'll set up 2nd and 11. In shotgun formation is your quarterback, number 1, Bryant Lee, for the Hornets. He's going to be taking the snap. He's going to be running an option. He's going to pitch it out, and nothing's going on right there. He's going to be tackled for a big loss on that play. It appears to be number 14 for the Comets. That's going to be Jaron Hill on that tackle, and we're going to be setting up 3rd and long here for the Hornets. Still in that shotgun formation here on 3rd and long. We're going to be expecting a pass here from the Hornets, but we'll have to wait and see. You got 3 wide receivers, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to receive the snap. It's going to be a screen play, and number 13 on the reception for the Hornets, and he's going to be taken down. That's Aaron Fanal on the catch, and nothing going on right there. So a quick 3 and out right there from the Hornets, and they're going to be most likely forced to punt here on that opening drive. And it appears like they are setting up in that punt formation as we expected. As we have back to punt for the Hornets, and then the Comets looking for some great field position, flipping the field here, starting their offensive possession on the opposite side of the field. It's going to be a line drive punt. Going nowhere. It's going to cross the 50. It's going to stop right there at the 50-yard line. They're just going to down the ball at the 50. So the Comets taking over on the 50-yard line for their first offensive possession of the quarter. Running out onto the field now is the Comets, led by, I believe, number 6, their quarterback, Caden Schurz here, and they're going to stop, come back to the huddle, and try and drop a play here, looking to capitalize on that great defensive possession from the Comets. Just discussing their plays and what they're going to think about running here. I'd assume run here on first down, try and get some good field position, set up multiple options here for second down, but we'll have to wait and see. In that pistol formation is Schurz. He's going to step back, and he has his running back behind him ready to run some kind of run play, I assume. He's sitting back there. He's going to take this snap. And it is going to be a handoff off to that left side. He's looking for that outside edge. He's going to find it, and he's going to get some great yards right there on that run. It's number 26, Dallas Washington, on the pickup, getting about 6 yards, 5 yards on that play. Exactly what you want if you're the Comets, because now you can run or pass here on second down, second and short here for the Comets. Exactly what you wanted. Great outside presence right there from Washington. That speed shown right there, able to get to that outside edge and pick up that positive yards, as he had the Hornet defenders running at him, trying to cut him off on that outside edge. Again, he just used that speed to get right around him and pick up some yards. So now we'll have 2nd and 5 at about the 46. Schurz under center. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to tuck it himself. He's going up that upside, that middle, and he's going to try and cut it to the left side. Nothing going on there, but not before he gained a first down. Good sneak right there, able to just tuck the football and get some positive yards. That was a great play right there. Understanding the situation, faking the handoff, and a great job by that Comet offensive line opening up that hole. And the ability for him to just find it and then get to that second level was key right there for the Comets as they get a first down here on about the 38-yard line. This Monroe defense has to find a way to get some upfront pressure here from their defensive line, trying to break through that offensive line of the Comets to try and stop these running backs from getting to the second level, because that's where they just consistently can pick up 5 to 6 yards, and it's tough to stop, and now you're playing on your heels, but we'll have to wait and see. The pass is going to be a screen play, but it's going to be too high, and it was a backwards pass, and it's going to roll out of bounds, thankfully, for the Comets. I don't think any of them realized that that was a backwards pass, resulting in a fumble, but it is going to be a loss of yards since the ball did go out of bounds. It's going to be about a 2-yard loss, so 2nd and long 12 here for the Comets. Not ideal for the first start of your possession here, but it was a great idea. There was some space out there on that right side for sure, just overthrown right there, and they'll look to capitalize here on 2nd and long, hopefully running some kind of draw play here to try and pick up some yards to make it 3rd and manageable here. So a little bit of a break right there from the Hornets defense. The first 2 plays, they were faced with pressure from the Comets. They get a little breather, but here's going to be a run play off to the left side. He's looking for that outside edge, and he's not going to find it. A great exterior tackle right there from the Hornets, and it's going to be number 25 for their team, and that is going to be Braden Wagner right there on the stop. Great outside edge presence right there for the Hornets, and a great tackle, leading to 3rd and 13 for the Comets. And if you're the Comets, 3rd and 13 here, it's going to be tough to try and pick up these yards, especially if you dug yourself a hole that you did in that first play. But we'll have to wait and see what they come out with here. As we see the quarterback here in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his right. He's going to receive the snap, rolling out to his right, looking downfield to throw, and he's going to throw a short one, and he's going to be received, and nothing really going on right there. That's number 84, Owen McNew, on the catch, and the Hornets played that perfectly right there, allowing the underneath pass, understanding that they had a long way to go to get a first down. So they just allowed that pass to happen, and they were able to ensure the tackle and ensure a 4th down. But we're kind of in no man's territory here on 4th down, so I believe the Comets offense is going to stay out there on the field, and they will. We have about a 4th and 7 here for the Comets, looking to convert on 4th down. If you're the Hornets, I think you come with a similar package here. You understand that they have a decent ways to go to pick up that first down, so an underneath pass is totally fine if you're from the Hornets' perspective, but the pass is going to be received off that left side, and there's nothing going on there as he is swarmed by the Hornets. A screen play was the hope for the Comets, nothing going on right there, and now a great capitalization from the Hornets with that mistake happening on the first down play, and now they'll take over on offense. Exactly what you wanted right there. It was a little shaky coming out on those first two plays, but they were able to buckle up and ensure themselves that they get the football with the game still tied. Great job right there from the Hornets. If you're the Comets, you have to understand that you had that mistake there on the first down, but you just got to keep marching down the field like you were. It was a great possession right there. They did see some movement, so I'll expect to see more runs coming out there on that second possession, but they'll have to show that great defense that they showed in their first possession, getting a quick 3-and-out with a lot of lost yards right there. They'll look to do the same thing here. Quarterback in shotgun formation here for the Hornets. It's Lee. He's going to be back to pass. Lefty pass over there to the short field. It's number 11 on the reception, picking up a little bit of yards on that play. That is going to be Dylan Depew on that one. Yep, flag on the play. I believe it was just as the snap was thrown. The refs are going to be discussing what that might entail as a 2-yard reception, maybe coming back, possibly. There was a little bit of confusion right there from the Comets defense. It is going to be a penalty on the Comets as we're discussing from the refs what's going on here. We'll have to wait and see. And this one is going to be going forward. It appeared to be a substitution error right there from the Comets. We had a late guy running onto the field, maybe too many people on the field for that play. Either way, it's going to be 1st and 5 now with a little mental lapse right there from this Comet team. So now if you're the Hornets, you're exactly where you want to be, 1st and 5 here. You're open to run either a run or pass play. We saw a decent throw right there from Lee, just short to his wide receiver, but I expect a run here, man in motion for the Hornets. And he's going to receive the snap, and he's going to be tossing this one. And it's going to be tipped by a Comet defender and unable to come up with that football. Great hands right there from up front from the Comets, able to get a hand on that one. And that ball just unfortunately fell down for the Comets. You were hoping to pick that one up, but it didn't roll that way. Either way, that was a great job by the Comets, understanding that they made the exact same play that they did on 1st and 10, and they were able to make an adjustment here. Now we have 2nd and 5, man in motion again. He's going on that far left side. Tough snap, and he's just going to have to fall on it. Lee's just going to have to fall on it there as a rough snap came out from the center, and that's going to lose him some yards. So now it's 3rd and 9 here for the Hornets. And if you're the Comets, this is exactly what you want right now. I mean, you started out with that mental lapse on 1st down, and now you're sitting pretty here on 3rd and 9 where they're forced basically into a passing situation here. Lee with another man in motion. It's going to be the same man, number 13, Aaron Fennell on it, but it's going to be a run here, and nothing's going on as he's going to be held down by his ankle right there. Great job by the defensive lineman, and huge celebration right there from number 14, Darren Hill right there. Great presence right there, and great job by his teammate, able to get that ankle held down, not letting Lee go anywhere, and allowing Hill to get that tackle. Huge tackle for loss, and now the Hornets are going to be forced to punt right there. What a defensive job right there from the Comets after giving up 5 yards to open up the possession. Now the Hornets are forced to punt here, 4th and about 15 here. Great job from the Comets. Here is the punt from the Hornets. It is a high one, and it's going to be dropped, and it's going to roll back towards the 50. So once again, we have almost the exact same scenario here. Comets getting the football at the 50-yard line. It's a tough pill to swallow right there for this Hornet offense. Not able to capitalize on that mistake, but we'll have to wait and see how they come out here defensively after they were able to stop the Comets after the first down was received. 2 straight rushes from the Comets to open up their possession resulted in about 6-yard gains for both of them. And then they slowed down once that screenplay happened. So we'll wait and see what they come out with. I expect run here because the run was working for the first part of the drive. But that outside edge rush right there for the Hornets definitely shaped up great on later in the drive for the Hornets. They were able to stop these Mason Comet offensive players getting that outside edge. They were able to cut him off and force him inside, which is exactly what you do. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Schurz under center, looking to his sideline. He's going to receive the snap in the I formation here. Snap is received. He's going to go to his right side, and he's going to try and cut it out to his outside edge. He has some room over there on that right side, and he's going to be going to the 30, the 20, the 10, and nobody's catching him. Long run right there for the Comets, as that is number 26, Dallas Washington, on the rush right there. Just able to use that speed to the outside edge. Great rush right there, and a 50-yard touchdown for the Comets gives them a lead, as he was able to bounce that to the outside and just sprint by everyone. Great job, and a huge explosion for the Comets. Exactly what you wanted right there. And now you have an early lead here, 6-0 with 9:14 remaining. So now the Comets, as you see your replay on your screen here, great handoff right there from Schurz. You see this rush coming in from the Hornets, and he's just able to get away from that defender, bounce it to the outside, and he went back about 10 yards, so change that 50 to a 60-yard rush right there for Washington, as he moved backwards first, and he was able to get around to that outside edge and score that touchdown. So now, going for 2 is the Comets. Schurz in that shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his right. He's going to receive the snap, looking over to his right. It's going to be a corner play. Good toss and good conversion right there. Perfectly executed from the Comets, and now 8-0 is your score, as you see the handshake coming in from Schurz. You love to see it. These competitors out there for both sides getting into it, and now your 8-0 score with 8:20 remaining in the first. Just perfectly ran right there. Corner route. Good job by the receiver creating space and able to get open for that reception. So now if you're Monroe, you're looking for a response here. You're looking for another big play like the Comets just had, trying to capture momentum back, as now we see momentum squarely in the Comets' favor as the clock continues to run here with 7:55 remaining in your first half. The ball is going to be spotted on their own 35-yard line as they come out looking for a response here. This Comet defense talking about maintaining their lead, keeping on what they're doing right now. They're forcing Monroe into bad situations where they're having to backpedal, and they're getting tackles for losses, mainly because this defensive line for the Comets is causing some disruption up there. They're not getting picked up well by this Monroe offensive line, and they're able to tackle for loss. So we'll see what adjustments this Hornets offense makes here on 1st and 10. Lee with the snap. He's looking out to his left side. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete right there, just underthrown. Looking for that screen route right there. Nothing going on. It's a decent idea right there. Lee looking out to the left side. He had blockers in front of him, looking to turn it upfield to get some gain yards right there, but unfortunately it was just underthrown, and now we'll have 2nd and 10 here for the Hornets. I'd like to see them run the ball a little bit more, but I believe they're worried about that interior rush right there from the Comets, and a run will happen, bouncing it out to his left side. Missed tackle right there, and he's just going to plow right over a Comet defender and gain 5 yards right there. Huge rush right there from number 26 of the Hornets. That's going to be Waylon Taylor right there, and you see the replay on your screen, just the hit stick coming in from Taylor, the truck right there, and falling forward. That's exactly what you want, and you see the coaches over there for the Hornets loving that one, falling forward for another 3 yards. But the snap is low for Lee, and he's just going to have to force to fall on it once again. So I feel like this Hornet offense is taking 1 step forward and 2 step backs. Every time they have a decent gain, they're just making simple mistakes that's causing them to lose that ground that they just gained. So now we're going to have 3rd and about 10 here. Unfortunately, losing that yardage right here, and they're going to be ultimately forced into a passing situation. Fourth and 10, Lee rolling out to his left side. He's just going to tuck it and run. He breaks a tackle here. He has some space. He's still going, and he's going to be tackled at the 46-yard line. I believe he's going to be spotted about the 45 right there. Great rush by Lee, and they're going to give him the 1st down, breaking some tackles, moving and using his ability to break tackles right there, moving and getting a 1st down. And if you're this Comet defense, you got to ensure that tackle is, as you see the coach run out on the field, telling them how important that tackle was for their momentum, as we're going to see a flag on the field here. and I believe we might have some holding. It's back in that backfield. We'll have to wait and see what this referee has to say as both teams are going to huddle up here. They did warrant the first down, so I believe it doesn't ultimately matter. We'll have to wait and see. Changing are not moving here. And I believe we're just going to play it as they're just going over everything. But like I said, if you're this Comet defense, you have to ensure that tackle. You just scored. You want the ball right back so that you can just build this lead. But when you're missing tackles right there on that outside edge rush from Lee, you had him right where you wanted him. He had to go 10 yards to get that first down, and he was stopped about 6 yards into that play. It results in a first down, and now the Hornets are looking to capitalize on a mistake right now for the Comets. Lee catching it in the shotgun. He's rolling out. He's looking to his left side. It's going to be a little screen play right there, and he's going to turn up for some yards. Good juke moves right there, and he's going to be tackled for a big gain right there. Great job right there by Dylan Depew on that reception, able to make a defender miss and turn it up for a 9-yard gain, as you see the replay here on your screen. Lee tossing this one out to his left side to Depew, and you see the juke move right here. Bang, making his defender miss. Another one right there, and able to turn up for some yards right there. Great job right there by Depew, and we're right back into it. Hornets hand this one off, looking for that left side, and nothing going on right there. Great outside presence right there from the Comets, and he maybe got a yard. We'll have to wait and see here if they mark him short, and they're going to go ahead and give him that first down right there. Great run, understanding that they only had to get 2 yards right there. The Comets, good outside presence right there, just wasn't enough after that big gain on first down. So we'll have 1st and 10 here on the Comets' 45-yard line. Lee looking over to his coach for the play call here. They've been favoring that left side a lot here in the first half, but they do have a lot of space over there on that right side if they want to run another screen route or maybe a pitch out there to the right side and let his offensive players work. We'll have to wait and see here as a man comes in motion. It is Depew. Lee gets that low snap once again. Nothing going on, and once again, the Hornets, they take 1 step forward and they take a couple steps back right there. So now they'll back up to about the 50-yard line for 2nd and 15. Unfortunate right there as that momentum just diminishes right there after that false snap. Lee right back in that shotgun formation here. Looking over, he still has 2 receivers to his right side. He's commanding this offense well as Depew comes in motion, and it's going to be, he's going to keep it. He was looking to hand it off to Depew, but he looked like he was too far ahead of him. So Lee just had to try and tuck it in this interior offense right there for the Comets on the tackle, and it's Hill once again blowing that play up. He's everywhere on the field, as now we're going to turn it over to a replay and see just what happened there. As you see Hill just coming around that edge, using his quickness right there, and he just gets up and he's loving it right there on that play. I mean, Hill's everywhere on the field right now for the Comets. Hill now looking to his left side. It's going to be a deep pass. He has that receiver just overthrown right there. It was Depew on that left side. He had his defender by a couple steps. It was just underthrown by Lee right there. And unfortunately, that's going to spell another 4th down for the Hornets. But it looks like their quarterback is still maintaining on the field. We'll have to wait and see what they decide. And they're just going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th and 15. We're going to look for a similar play that we just had. He had his defender by a step. We'll have to wait and see. If you're this Comet team, you're going to allow a short pass here. It's going to look for Depew again. It's in coverage right there. Nothing going on. 4th down stop for the Comets. And now, for the 3rd time, they're going to get the ball on the 50-yard line. Great field position for the Comets. And unfortunately for the Hornets, that false snap cost them right there, as it just halted their momentum right there. Now if you're the Comets, you're up 8-0 with 23 seconds remaining in this first half. You're just looking to widen the gap that you've already created. You're looking to, as they're going to go ahead and take a timeout here. As the clock continues to run here, they're going to take a timeout with about 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. You're really just looking to widen that gap that you've already established here, up 8-0. You're looking for another similar play, and it looks like the speed for the Comets is just a little bit too much for this Hornet team to handle on both sides of the football, as you see Hill blowing up everywhere on the defense for the Comets with that speed, using that outside edge rush, and able to get by the bigger Hornet offensive lineman and able to get in the backfield. And for this offense, you see Dallas Washington, able to break it to the outside edge almost every time, and he's able to use his speed to get by these cornerbacks for the Hornets to get positive yards. But either way, the Comets are going to come out here on 1st and 10 at the 50. We have a receiver wide to that left side, and we have Schurz in shotgun formation with no running back here. You see Washington lined up in that slot position to his left side, potentially looking for another screenplay. As Schurz looking over, it looks like there's some confusion here on the offensive line, and he'll find out where he needs to go right here. And now we'll have 1st and 10 with 12 seconds left. Schurz looking over to that left side, nobody in the backfield. He's going to receive the snap and look over there. It's a stop and go route to Washington, and it's overthrown and intercepted by the Hornets, as now they have a return here, and it's going to be tackled down right there. That was number 13, Aaron Fenlaw, on the catch right there, and now it's the Hornets' possession, overthrown by Schurz. We have a flag on the play. I believe it was a block in the back as the return was happening, so I believe the interception will stand. We'll have to see what the referees say here on that play. Just overthrown. Great coverage right there on that play. And yes, it is going to be that block in the back call, so they're going to have to take it back just a couple steps right there. Unfortunate for Schurz, as Washington beat his cornerback, but that free safety coming in over top, helping his cornerback out, and able to jump that route perfectly as the overthrow came in from Schurz. So now, if you're the Hornets, you looked like your back was kind of against the wall after you had all that momentum and you weren't able to get anything going. Now, all of a sudden, you have the football and you have a little bit of momentum after that pass. So now, this team is going to take over on the Comets' 45-yard line here, 1st and 10. And this is where you have to go if you're the Hornets. You have to get something going here. You have to look for the end zone here on this play. You can't be content with getting a first down every possession and not really getting anything from it. Lee in the backfield here. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left, and he has his running back here in the backfield, number 26, Waylon Taylor, to his right side. Comets still coming on the field here. It's going to be Hill in the free safety position. The snap's going to come. It's going to be a handoff to Taylor, who's looking for the inside rush, and he's just going to be met by this Comet offensive line as little to no gain right there for Taylor, as he was just stopped right up front as soon as he got to that offensive line. And right now, this Comet defense is just winning the battle of trenches right now up front here, and I believe we're going to have a timeout called. We're going to have a little bit of break here as this Comet team is heading over to the bench. The Hornets still discussing what they're going to try and do here offensively, because right now, nothing's really happening up front. They have had success throwing the football to Depew on that left side. We're going to look to see if they continue to attack that side. But if you're the Comets, you just continue to do what you're doing up front, winning the battle of the trenches, and your ability to stop this offensive line from pushing you any farther forward here in this half a play here with about 9 minutes remaining here at halftime. Welcome back to second half action here at Dwire Field for the Grimes Bowl. We had a competitive first half, your score being 8-0 in favor of the Comets, as now the Comets have the ball here on their own 35-yard line. Out to pass is Schurz, and he has him open. It's Washington. No one near him right there, as he was just underthrown, as he had a lot of green grass right in front of him to run. Unfortunately, Schurz just left it short. Huge sigh of relief if you are the Hornets right there, as a quick play coming out for the Comets here in the second half. Little slant route, worked perfectly, got him open, just missed his target, and a big sigh of relief, like I said, if you're the Hornets, as we have the second half of play underway. Schurz under center here in the I formation, one receiver to his right. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Washington, looking to bounce it outside to his right side. He has a defender to beat, and he has some space, and he got it, turning it upfield, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds past the 50-yard line. They're going to mark him. They're going to mark him at about the 48-yard line. Is here. We see the replay. He sees number 40. He bounces it outside, makes that defender miss, and he has just one man to beat, and he beats him out there to that right side. He just turns it upfield, and they're just forced to knock him out of bounds, showing off the speed that he has. Able to gain a lot of yardage right there into Hornet territory. They need to find a way to contain him, not letting him bounce it out to the outside. They got to force him back inside towards the linebackers of this Monroe team, and that's Washington, the running back for the Comets. Under I formation again is Schurz. He's going to be tucking the football, and it looked like it was just miscommunication right there, as I believe that play was supposed to go to that left side, as Washington was expecting the football. Schurz looking to the right side, and nothing going on right there. He's going to be tackled for a no gain right there. Just miscommunication coming out there for the Comets, and we're going to have second down and 10. We're going to have stoppage here from the referee. It's going to be a time out. No, it's just going to be a coach coming up to discuss, and we're good to go. Once again, ultimately talking about how they plan to stop number 26 for the Comets, Washington. He's been everything for the Comets offensively. Now he's looking to bounce it outside to that left side, and he's going to find some space, cutting it back inside. Great open field tackle from the Hornets right there. That's number 43, Darren Riley, on the stop, as we're going to see the replay coming in here. It was, again, I believe, miscommunication. He's trying to bounce it out to that left side once again. You see the frustration from Schurz, but Washington able to get to that edge, and you just see him trip forward in the stop from Riley. Great open field tackle, as that would have been big yards for Washington if he beat that defender. So now we have 3rd and 10 here for the Comets. They're going to be looking to potentially pass this football, as you see Washington out on your right side in that slot position. Schurz receives the football, rolling out to his right side, looking deep. He's going to throw it, and Washington makes a great catch, but he fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Hornets. Great defensive possession right there from Monroe, as a shaky start leads to them getting the football, and that's number 40 on the recovery for the Hornets, and that's going to be Dilworth right there getting that football. Washington looking to tuck it, and he was just unable to tuck that football down, looking for more yards after catches. We see this replay here. You see him try to cut it back upfield, and he's just met by that Monroe defender, and you see Dilworth pick that football up right there. Great presence right there. That's number 22, Owen Funk, for the Hornets, poking that football loose, and now they have the football with decent territory here at about the 41-yard line. And this is where you have to go here if you're the Hornets. You have to start to turn upfield, as this Comet defense has been stifling today, not allowing any yards right now for the Hornets. And I believe we're going to have a timeout taken by this Monroe team, talking about how they plan to get some yards here. And it's got to start with that offensive line, because right now this defensive line of the Comets is just dominating up front, winning the battle of the trenches, and that's why you see your 8-0 score here with 17:52 remaining in the second half of play. you have to have that offensive line presence up front so that your quarterback Lee has time to either throw the football or you can hand it off to your running back Taylor, who's shown glimpses of speed, even able to work that outside edge. But interior rushing right now for the Hornets is just not going on right now. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on here for the Hornets with this play call. I like what they were doing earlier in the game with these screen plays and utilizing number 11, Dylan Depew here. He was big in the first half for the Hornets. I expect them to go right back to him here on 1st and 10 at about the 41. Lee in shotgun once again. He has two receivers to his left and right side. He's going to receive a tough snap once again, and he's just going to have to fall on it. That has been a plague for this Monroe team thus far in the game, the inability to snap the football to Lee, and it's just been killing their momentum that they've had with 17:23 remaining in your second half. Lee, shotgun again, same formation. He's going to receive the snap. It's going to be Waylon Taylor, who's going to be met by a couple Comets, but he breaks some tackles, looking to get it to the outside edge on that right side. Great rush right there from Waylon Taylor. Broke about 4 tackles on that play, and that's a tough 5 yards to gain right there. That's big boy yards right there from Taylor, able to get interior rushing right there, as he was met by a couple defensive linemen who were unable to tackle Taylor on that play. Big 5 yards as now you make it third and just a little bit more manageable. Still long here, 3rd and 10, as Lee's going to receive the snap, looking to Depew, but it's going to be incomplete right there, as he's just going to be knocked down by number 12 of the Comets. That's Frankie Walker right there on the coverage. Great job right there. Just a little bit underthrown by Lee, but either way, I believe even if that ball's thrown well, Walker's all over that thing, and now it's 4th and 10, and Lee's going to stay out on the field for the Hornets. And they're just going to look to punt as Lee's going to line up on that left side. Unfortunate series right there for the Hornets, because that was your momentum, that fumble recovery right there. You were definitely looking for a score, but hey, we saw the Comets break one off big when it looked like they didn't really have a lot going. So one play can definitely change the outcome of this game as we see that tight scores. We have a flag on the play. There's a lot of movement on the front line there off both sides, so we'll have to wait and see what they end up calling. The original far ref was signaling offsides, but now they're discussing maybe the offensive lineman movement caused that offsides, and we are ultimately going to get an offsides ruling. So break again for Monroe's. They're going to step forward 5 yards and make it 4th and 5 here, as now instead of punting, they're going to run a play and try and get that first down. So huge mental lapse right there from the Comets, as you put yourself in a position where you're getting the football for sure to potentially getting the football, as they're going to have to get a big stop here. 4th and 5 at about the 46-yard line with 15 minutes remaining in your second half. This is a big possession, big play right here for the Hornets. Lee in that shotgun formation, good snap. Hand off to Taylor, looking for that left side. He's going to have to cut it upfield. Great presence right there from the Comets. Nothing going on as he's tackled short right there, and they're going to go ahead and get the football. Great job for the Comets, as we're going to see the replay coming in. You see Taylor trying to bounce it out to that outside edge, and just great job forcing him back towards the inside so that his linebacker can come in and get the tackle. Textbook defense right there for the Comets, and that's why they're hanging up a goose egg right now in this game, as they'll get the ball on their own 46-yard line. Great field position, great job forcing Taylor back inside into the teeth of the defense, and that leads them to receiving the football here and looking to capitalize and hopefully try and put this game away here. With 14 minutes remaining in your second half, another score would be detrimental to this Hornet team. If we're going to see a big play here for the Comets, it's probably most likely going to come from number 26, Dallas Washington, who's been dominating this game thus far offensively for the Comets. Schurz under center here. It's going to be a handoff to Dallas, who's going to be trying to get around to that left side. He is going to be stopped. Huge hit right there
by number 17 of the Hornets, able to come up front, and that's exactly what you need to do if you're this Monroe team. You need to come up and stop them early and not let them get to that second level. As you see, Monroe, he beats Washington. You see he beats one defensive lineman outside, but he's met by a huge tackle right there. Great wrap-up from the defender and able to tackle him here. As I believe Washington is down on that play. That's going to be a huge loss for the Comets if he doesn't get back up. That was a big tackle that he took, a big hit on that play. Just textbook wrap-up right there from the Hornets, and maybe they figured him out. Maybe they figured out how to stop Washington from getting to that second level. As you see the coach for the Hornets discussing about what's going on, as now you see Washington get back up. Great to see him, a competitor, get back up and hustle over to the sideline, as he'll most likely be out for a possession or two here for the Comets. And they're going to have to work without him here with 13:24 remaining in your second half. Second and about 12 here at their own 48-yard line here with out Washington. We'll have to see how dynamic this offense is. Sure's a little bit shaky throwing the football, but he does seem confident in it, and he has completed a couple passes. So we'll see what they come out here, 2nd and 12, what kind of schemes they're looking at. As you see Washington head to the bench, helmet off, just getting some water, talking over it with his coaches about what's best for him right now. As he's, like I said, he's been dominating. He's been everything for the Comets right now. And he's been able to break this game open, and he's the reason why we see that 8-0 score on your screen here, as now the Comets are looking to line up. It's going to be one receiver far out on that right side. Sure is going to be under center. And we're going to have 3 backs in the backfield. And finally he realizes he's got to be on that right side. And here's the handoff. And he's met immediately. Great presence right there from the Hornets right there. It's going to be Gavin Stromberg on that play, just blowing it up, able to get by that offensive line of the Comets and tackle for a loss. Big loss, and we're going to check it over to the replay. And you see the Hornets just break through that offensive line. Big blitz right there and tackle for a loss. Just textbook blitz. Offensive line wasn't able to pick it up, and that's big for the Hornets, as now they're backing the Comets up back onto their side of the field. Third and long for the Comets. It's a difficult spot to be in without one of your best players on offense, Washington, who's still on the sideline here. So Sure's it's going to have a tall task here, 3rd and long. This Hornet defense looks like they made that adjustment that they needed to, as now Sure's is going to receive the snap, and it's going to be a rush to the left side. But again, nothing going on, as this defensive line for the Hornets is shown out big in the second half. Tackle for a loss right there. Nothing going on. It's big 3rd down stop, and now you have 4th and extremely long here for the Comets, as now we're going to check over the replay. Again, you see the handoff, and you just see how many Hornets are swarming the running back for the Comets. And it's just a battle of the trenches in that first half, and the majority of the second half. This Comet team has been dominating that, but as we see later in the game, potentially this offensive line of the Comets wearing down just a bit. As now we see the punt coming in, and it's a laser punt, and it's just going to roll all the way down to about the 14-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to wait and see. Big bounce for the Comets, as now the refs are going to discuss what that flag might be. You see a clipboard being thrown by one of the coaches of the Comets. I think they know what's coming, as now they're discussing what kind of penalty. Maybe a false start. There was a little bit of movement right there from the Comets to start the play, as now we get a call, and it is going to be a false start, as we still get a decent punt right there from the Comets, as it did, like I said, take a big bounce, and it just kept rolling down the field. But they're going to take a couple steps forward now, as they're going to be about, we'll have to see where they mark it. as they're still discussing about where they might want to be. And they're going to back all the way up. And we're going to replay 4th down here. I'm a little bit confused about what's going on, but I believe they got it settled now. They're good. We're going to have to replay 4th down after that false start call. And so now we have 4th and about 20, so that erases that big punt that they just had, unfortunately. And we're going to have to do it all over again, as here the punt comes, and it's another good one. It's forced the Monroe receiver to back up. And he's just going to call for a fair catch right there at about the 30-yard line. So still a big punt right there for the Comets, backing them up into their own territory here on their 30. So it's going to be tough, especially with the movement that this Hornet offense has been getting, which has been very seldom thus far in this game. It's going to be tough for them to go this far, this late into the game, but we'll have to wait and see. As I said, the battle of the trench is big in this ball game. And this defensive line for the Comets has been dominating. So after that little bit of confusion right there, we're going to have the ball at the 30-yard line. Monroe ball. 8-0 is your score. 9 minutes remaining here in the second half. Lee receiving the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Taylor, who's looking up the middle. And he's going to get some decent yards right there. He's going to get about 4 right there, as we see an initial push by the offensive line of the Hornets working out there, getting them some yards. For about 3 right there. So 2nd and 7 here for the Hornets. Good rush right there from Taylor. You see the replay on your screen going right up the middle. He had a lot of space to his left side. I don't know if he saw that. He could have bumped it out. He got a little bit more, but deciding to go inside, trusting his offensive line, they gave him that little push. So now 8 minutes remaining in your second half. The Hornets looking to go a long way here to score. As the snap's going to be low, and he's going to have to fall on it once again. Lee frustrated. Coach is frustrated right now, as they're going to be forced into a 3rd and long once again. That's just tough if you're a Hornets fan right there, because you understand that there's not a lot of time left on the clock, and you got to get going far if you want a chance to score here in this ball game. And this low snap is just not allowing your teammates to make any plays to try and get them back in the ball game here with 7:30 remaining. 3rd and about 12 here. Lee with 3 receivers. It's going to be another low snap. He's going to pick it up, but nothing going on right there, as we see a flag come in on the play. It's Hill once again on the wrap-up, and number 27 for the Comets also in there on that play. That's Cash Ayers also for the Comets, but we'll have to wait and see what the flag is. It's going to be holding on this Hornet football team. It's going to be interesting to see if they decide to accept it or not, as it was about no gain right there. And they're going to go ahead and accept that penalty call, and they're going to back up this Hornet team even farther back into their own territory here. So now we're going to replay 3rd down, but this time we're going to be at about the 19-yard line here. With 6:30 remaining, Lee has to get something going here. He has to look to his left side to Depew, number 11, on that far side of your screen. He's been big for this Hornet team, and he's looking that direction. It's going to be a big toss, and it's going to be received by Depew, and he's able to get some big yardage right there. Huge reception from Lee. Depew getting down this football field, and when it looked grim for this Monroe team, playmakers come out, and they're able to turn it upfield. So now we have about a 3rd and I believe 5 here for the Hornets. As you see the replay, Lee just throwing a bomb down there too. Depew just bigger, able to get some space here. And here's Taylor running upfield, and he's going to be pushing that pile forward for a gain of about 3 right there. So now it looks like Monroe has a little bit of life injected into them as they're moving up the field forward. And now we have 4th and really short, and this is a big 4th down with 5:30 remaining in your football game. This could be a dagger right now if you're the Comets. If you get a stop here on 4th down, you get the ball in your territory with 5 minutes remaining. This Hornet team hurrying up to the line. It's a bad snap, but Lee gets it. He's looking for a first down, and he's going to get it, and then some. Lee still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled into their own territory. Huge rush right there from Lee, making something out of nothing right there. First down for the Hornets, and now they're knocking at the door, trying to climb back into this football game. One score is all you need for this team. And Lee, great idea right there. Understanding bad snap, he's just got to tuck it and go, and he's got to get past that first down marker, and he's able to do that with 4:30 remaining. And we see a flag come out. It's going to be a false start, I believe, on that line, and it is going to be a false start on this Monroe team. That's just another situation where you take 3 steps forward, really, if you're the Hornets, and you just take 2 steps back. You can't keep doing this if you want to score in this football game here with 4 minutes remaining in the second half. They're going to be backed up back into their own territory. They're going to be at the 48-yard line for 1st and 15. Four minutes remaining in second half of play. Lee looking over to his coach, looking for a play call. He's going to check and see what they got going on, what they're cooking up, and he gives a big head nod. He likes what he sees here as he's going to receive the snap. It's going to be a rough snap. It's going to be a screen play, but it's covered right now for the Comets, and he's going to be forced to tuck it, and he's going to be tackled. It's Cash Ayers again for the Comets on the tackle. I mean, just rough snap, leading into great secondary defense right there from the Comets, cutting off that screen play. As you see the replay, you see the hesitation right there from Lee, and then you see the ability to get back up. Ayers able to get in there and tackle Lee, as now the handoff to Taylor. He's looking upfield, and he's going to be, again, moving this pile. Waylon Taylor has just found a way right now for the Hornets, and is just trying to will his team forward, as he was met with a couple Comet defenders, and he was able to move him forward for about 5 yards right there. So we're going to have 3rd and 10 here in Comet territory at the 48-yard line. You got to be moving forward right now if you're the Hornets. You can't have a false snap here, leading in a loss of yards. As now Lee's going to throw it. He has a receiver, and he was unable to catch that football right there. No one near him, and that's going to be number 14, Nick Hutton, the receiver target right there for Lee. That was a great play design, just unable to convert. Big sigh of relief if you're the Comets right now, as now we have 2:20 remaining in this football game. 4th down. This could be it right now for the Hornets if they don't get it past that first down marker, standing at the 38-yard line here. If you're the Hornets, you got to go to your playmaker, Depew, over there on that left side, bottom of your screen. It's going to be a tough snap. Lee's going to take it, and he's going to be forced to run. And he's going to break a tackle. He's still up. He's still moving. Washington meeting him right there, and he's going to be just short at about the 39-yard line right there. Not enough for the first down. The Comets are going to take over with 1:45 remaining. As we officially get the call right there from the ref to switch sides. Just real unfortunate right there for the Hornets, as you see another low snap. He was looking over there to his left side, over there at Depew, who was running down that football field. That's who I'd imagine them going towards and targeting on that play. But the rough snap forces him to tuck the football, and trust me when I say he fought his way forward and trying to get that first down mark. But just short here with 1:13 remaining on your clock here in the second half. And a hard-fought victory is in the eyes of the Comets right now, looking to just seal this one here with under a minute now to play. Great defensive effort from both sides today, as one big play was the deciding factor in this one. It was a Washington run. I'm going to call it 60 yards on that play, because he ran, it was at the 50-yard line. He was able to run backwards and around to his right side and turn it upfield for about a 60-yard rush right there. And that is the difference in your game today. 8-0 your score with 30 seconds left. And Schurz is just going to take the duty right here of potentially kneeling this football down. In the I formation, he's going to hand it off, actually, and he's going to look to go upfield, nothing going on. As now you see the coaches looking over with 12 seconds remaining. We're gonna have a timeout as we have a man down for the Hornets on that play. "11 seconds remaining, and it appears to be a serious injury right now on this field. You hate to see that in any game, any sport with these competitors, especially this young. As the helmet is now off with 11 seconds to play. So they're trying to get the attention of trainers here right now. This is a scary sight for anybody right now as you see teams kneeling on the field, hoping that this guy gets back up, because just injuries in any sport, any competition, is just horrible to see. As we'll have to wait and see. I was unable to catch the number of the player who is down here with 11 seconds remaining. As you see coaches and now parents running out into the field worried about this player down. As now you see the pan shot of the parents, everybody around. As now we'll step aside, we'll take a break, and we'll be back for the remainder of the game. Thoughts and prayers go out to this player on the field, but we'll be back for the remainder of your game. 11 seconds left. So with 11 seconds remaining in your football game, score is Mason 8, Hornets 0. They're going to go ahead and call this football game with the injury on the field appearing to be very serious, as you see a lot of concerned parents surrounding that player. Again, thoughts and prayers go out to him in this time right now, as he's going to be laying down on the field, but they're going to just go ahead and call this game with only 11 seconds remaining, as both teams are going to line up here at the goal line. Just unfortunate sight right now, but that's just the game of football. Is now, again, your final score being 8-0 in favor of the Comets. We thank you all for listening, and we thank you all for watching this football game. And with that, we're just going to go ahead and sign off for this football game. Again, unfortunately, coming to a sad end right now. But your 6th grade Grime Bowl, again, final score being 8-0 in favor of the Comets. Thank you all for listening and watching, and have a great rest of your day.